Once upon a time, the story is Two Farthings by the Brothers Grimm. Once upon a time, there was a man who was the frequent guest of a father and a mother and their many children around their table for dinner. And this man would sit with them for dinner each night, but one night while he was at dinner, he saw yet another child, a poor, sickly, gray-looking child, come to the front door, walked in the front door, walked past the table, and go into the back room, and not one single family member said a single thing. A few moments later, that same child walked out of the back room, past the table, and out the front door. Well, at first the man said nothing, trying to be polite, but this repeated for several nights. The child would come to the door, sickly and gray, walk past the table, go to the back room. And the man said to the family at one point, "Excuse me, do you not see the child? You have not told me that you have another child." And the mother and father said, "We do not have any more children. I do not know what you are talking about." Well, this repeated one more night. And the man said, "You cannot see this child, this sickly child who comes past this table each night, goes to the back room and leaves?" "No, we do not know who they are." But that particular night, the mother stopped the guest right before he left, and he said, "Would you tell me of this child that you believe that you see each night? What does the child look like?" And he said, "Well, this is how she is," and described that child in much detail. And with that, the mother said, "Oh, that is our daughter who died from the disease 1 year ago. It must be her returning. When you see her the next time, tell us." Well, the next night arrived, and that young, sickly child came to the door and started to walk past. At that, the man looked at the mother and father and nodded to them, "Now." With that, the mother, the father, and the man got up, walked behind that child, and the child entered the back room. They followed in behind her, and there that child was digging in the floorboards below. Was digging in the dirt, had pulled up a floorboard, was digging in the dirt, digging and digging. And when the mother saw this, she let out a gasp. "Oh!" The child turned, looked at the mother, and disappeared. "It's her." And with that, the three adults went to where she was digging, and underneath that floorboard there, in the dirt, they found 2 farthing coins, worth less than, a penny to us. And the mother said, "Those are the coins I last gave her to take to the church to give to the poor." She must have kept them, hoping she could buy a treat for herself. These coins must be returned to the church. And with that, the adults picked up those coins. They went to the church, they gave them to the priest and said, "Use this for the poor." They went home, they fixed the floorboards, and that child was never seen again. 2 farthings.